Hey crafters, welcome to Creative Moments by G. I'm G, and today's tutorial we are going to be working with our loved floating card. We all love floating cards, but this one is a little bit different. It is created differently from just one piece of cardstock. You don't have to cut anything off. You're gonna love this. Let's get busy. The first thing you need to do is grab you a piece of cardstock for your base. And this cardstock is 7 3/4 by 5 1/2. Now we're going to put it long ways up against our trimmer, and we're going to score at 1 3/4. Now make sure that you've docked this cutting blade. And then we're going to scoot it on over, and we're going to score at 6. And that's really all the scoring that you need. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to fold this up, and I'm just using my fingernail to give it a crease. We're going to turn it around and fold that up too. Now go ahead and bring in your bone folder and let's give it a really good crease. And I like to just turn it over on its back and go ahead and crease it. And now we have our floating card. This is our floating base card. This is blank right here. But let's go ahead and put our inside mat in it. And this inside mat is 5 1/4 by 4. I'm going to bring in my favorite glue, which is Kalel. And I use Kalel because it wiggles. And I need that because I may not get it laid down perfectly the first time. And I'm making sure that we have the same margins top to bottom, side to side. So here we have it. Okay, the next thing we want to do is let's decorate these panels. Now, we cut some beautiful paper. I have cherry cobbler, and then I use this country woods. Isn't that pretty? And our base panel is 1 1/2 by 5 1/4. Our top mat for the panel is 1 1/4 by 5. So let's lay down both of those. Now, this is one of those designs that, yes, we are making a masculine card today, but you want to keep these measurements and keep this in your toolbox so that when you need a quick card, you can use this. Now all we need to do, lay these panels on top of our floating base card. We're going to go ahead and put just a little bit of glue. And I love this color coordination. This early espresso, our dark brown with this cherry cobbler, the dark red. It is so pretty. Now, we are going to go ahead and stamp our message right here. So, we want to make sure that we have enough room for our decoration, right? Our image that we're going to float. But I picked some stamp sets to work with that I like. I'm using this I Adore You from Love Story. And then I'm using these dies from Endless Love. You're also going to see that I picked up stripes and dots, and I created this beautiful little strip to go on the inside of my card. And then I use this embossing folder. So I used quite a few different supplies to create this card. But what do we say? Use what you have. So I'm going to bring in the I Adore You. I'm going to bring in my Night of Navy. Tap, tap, tap. And there's several ways you can do this. You can put a pencil mark right here, which I think that would be a good idea. We're just going to very lightly put a pencil mark so we know where we want to stamp. And we can erase that. That way these flaps don't get in the way when you stamp. So tap, tap, tap. And I'm just going to put it right in the center. And look at that. So pretty. Now, On some of these pencils, you can use this eraser. However, I just like to bring in my Mono eraser. It's a Tombow eraser. It doesn't gum up. It doesn't create any little marks on your paper when you erase it. I really like that. And that will be tagged below. If you don't have this, you'll want to make sure and get this. Okay, so look at that. We have I Adore You. Now, what are we going to do to create this floating image? Well, I took a 3-inch square, and this is from Stylus Shapes. And then I also took a 2.5-inch square, and look at what I did. I used the dies from our set, and I cut that out, and I'm just going to put a little scrap of cherry cobbler right there, just to make those little hearts pop. Just going to add this to the back, just like that, and look how cute that looks. Now I'm going to set this up on dimensionals. I took the backing off, and we're just going to center it right on our early espresso, or our dark brown. Now I used those dies and I cut out some hearts. Look at that. I embossed it. I cut out 2 hearts. I cut out the overlay and put it on. Just really creates such a pretty heart. And I'm just going to put it just like this. Look at that. So pretty. Let's go ahead and set those up on dimensionals as well. So what I want to do is I want to lay this down on the card first. Let's float our square. So I can see that lining it up top to bottom, bringing it in, where I have about the same distance of a little margin there and there, I need to put my tape right here on this top part. So I'm just going to bring in my tape runner because I want it to grab. But you only need it on the top part because we want it to float, right? So we're just going to line that up, and I'm just going to put it like that. Now let's test it with the T-ruler just to make sure it's lined up perfectly. And I can see that that needs to drop just a little bit. Perfect. And now we have it floating. Look at that. Oh, so cute, right? Okay, now I have put my dimensionals down the middle. We're going to go ahead and just line that up, I think right to the edge. Now on this one, I only put my dimensionals on the right-hand side so that it stays right on the top of this because I want it a little higher. And look at that. Now we're not done yet though. We're going to open this up. And remember I told you that I used the stamp? I used the stamp to stamp a little design. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to add that right down to the bottom just to give it some interest. Now I'm going to bring in my silicone mat and I'm just going to put a little bit of tape on it and line it up right at the bottom. Get that corner lined in. And then I can just go across with it. Oh. Now you have plenty of room to write because you can write above this line and below. You can even write in there, right? Look at this card. What do you think? Isn't that a fabulous masculine card? Look at that. Are you ready to see another possibility though? Because we love to give you options. So let's make one more card. This time we're going to use a white piece of paper. Now remember, all the measurements and supplies will be listed over on creativemomentsbyg.com. Look for the thumbnail of this video and you'll be able to find it, no problem. So we're just going to score once again at 1 3/4 and 6. Let's go ahead and give this a good crease, top and bottom. Bring in your bone folder. Crease it on the front, but go ahead and flip it over and crease it on the back too, just to make sure we have that nice crease. Now, once again, we used our country woods, and we're just going to add these two panels together and then put it right on the flaps. Now we have created our base for our floating card. But let's go ahead and design the inside of our card. Now, you will notice in a moment, I'm going to bring in some hearts that have this pool party, this light blue color in it. So we're going to go ahead and stack it just like this on the inside. But before we do that, we're going to stamp a message. Now, we want to make sure and stamp down at the top or at the bottom. So let's go ahead and stamp at the top. Tap, tap, tap. Look at how pretty that is. And remember, when you're stamping, you want to go straight down and come straight up. Don't rock it. No rocking. We're just going to put a cute little heart right there. Look at that. Now, it's a good idea to always stamp before you lay down your mat, right? That way, in case you have an uh-oh, you don't have to worry about it. I don't always remember that, but I try to. Oh, look at how cute that is. So now we have our card made. We just need to do our image, and we also need to do our stamping. Now, we will stamp after we put it down because we had to have the exact placement. So let's go ahead and draw our line so we know exactly where we want to stamp. Now, make sure that you stay with us because we have two more cards to show you in detail, just to give you some options, right? So, tap, tap, tap. We are stamping hugs and kisses. So we have our base card already fixed, and now we're just going to bring in our hearts that we cut. Now, we used Happy Valentine's Day from this cute little Valentine Kisses. We cut out 3 hearts. Look at that. So we are going to add this overlay right on this heart. Let's bring in our silicone mat. Let's put a little bit of glue on there. Add it right to the heart. And we're going to add this right to the edge. You can't go over because we need this to fit in the envelope, right? So let's go ahead and add this on some dimensionals. Now you can tell that you need just this top part having dimensionals. And now let's place our top one. I just put some little dimensionals right there on the top because we want this kind of slanted on it. And look at how pretty that is. So pretty. So look at our floating cards. What do you think? Which is your favorite? Take a moment and let us know. But remember, we want to give you options, right? So we showed you this one with this gorgeous flower. Just put thank you on it. Oh my goodness, just a great use of a large image. And then finally, we have this beautiful card. Look at this. We used a couple circles as our focal point and then added those beautiful flowers that we just cut out from our pattern paper. You open it up and there you have it. This is such an easy card to create. It's very quick, but with all the care and love that you normally put into a card. We hope that you were inspired by this floating card, that there are no scraps involved, which makes it so nice. We sure would appreciate it if you would take a moment and give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to help us grow. Well, Monty and I hope you go out and have a fabulous day. And until next time, we're wishing you lots of creative moments. Bye-bye.